right, this was day one of our government shutdown, our first government shutdown. That we did not, however, go without having some economic data today. So manufacturing data, we did get a jobs number, although we probably won't get any more jobs numbers throughout the rest of the week. We did get an important one today, so we'll break that down in tonight's preview and talk about how that impacted the markets. Big move in healthcare in the positive direction, and a not so big move lately in the energy sector in the not so positive direction. So we'll talk about the implications of those, what we're going to be watching for, what's driving the market here in tonight's market outlook preview. So let's go ahead and get started. Today is Wednesday, October the 1st, 2025. This is the market outlook from marketscholars.com. My name is David Settle. All right, really quickly before we get started, if you want to get to our free Market Outlook blog post, which all this detail about what happened today and why it matters and what it means to you and what we should be watching for with some educational elements into it as well, click this link in the top right corner of your page. If you click on that, it will take you to this page. You do have to be a subscriber, but you only have to be a free subscriber to get that blog post. So just click here where it says join free. It'll take you here. This is our subscribe to our basic tier. Again, it's free. There's nothing. You get access to this as well as other things that we'll have out there like webinars and things for our basic subscribers. You can to get to this page here and subscribe for free, just click this link and that will take you straight there. All right, now let's take a look at how the S&P performed today. 4 days in a row to the upside, despite weak ADP numbers, weak PMI numbers, so weak economic data, economic shutdown, or government shutdown, excuse me, which caused some weakness overnight and early this morning with a gap to the downside, but largely overlooked. But the big deal, of course, is the healthcare sector. The healthcare sector really blowing up to the upside when you look at XLV, look at those 2 days. Big time move. You can see the intermediate line turning higher, strong short-term sentiment. It's been relatively bullish. We got that bull tag, and we started to actually break down after the bull tag. But then, like I said, the last 2 days, probably one of your biggest two-day returns that we've seen. On the other hand, semiconductors, especially NVIDIA, continues just to lead and grind the way higher. So I break down in today's video the strength of this bullish move and what's kind of driving this from an intermarket relationship and what I expect will happen over the next few days. Of course, the big drivers continue to be the big three intermarket relationships that continue to influence the markets the most are the yields, in this order, the yields and the dollar, and then commodities. And if you take a look at how those three have performed, even if just the last 4 days during this run that we've had, the dollar's down, commodities, in fact, those are the only two sectors that are down. And then you can see bonds are up, which means yields are down. So that's exactly what we want to see. And as a result, the S&P is up 1.5%. Really, really good return. And it's relatively broad too. The McClellan oscillator was negative to the downside, but you can see at -14. But then you had other indicators like the number of stocks above the 50-day moving average jumping back up above its average, the number of new highs today jumping back up above its average. So and then the net new highs relative, including the Nasdaq Composite, really jumping up. So a little bit of a broad move today. But I'll kind of show you in the full version of the market outlook why I don't think it's going to last. I don't think this near-term rally will last as long as what we've seen here lately, and will most likely be one of our short-lived near-term rallies. I don't think we're breaking down. I don't think that the market's going to tank, but I do think that we might not be as bullish in the short term as what we've seen, and we most likely will end up with a near-term decline sooner rather than later, mostly potentially by the end of this week, starting on it, if not by the beginning of next week. The energy sector, the energy sector has not been doing very well, and that's a function of you saw commodities underperforming, and that's been having an impact. But keep in mind too that it was such an outperformer for so long that the pullback that we've been seeing in the energy sector is basically down with support. And this is an important sector because if this sector continues to outperform on a relative basis, relative to, let's say, technology. So we'll pull up energy relative to technology. So if energy outperforms relative to technology, you can see that's a relationship that is negatively correlated to the markets. You can see we're back to, testing these lows, but the last two times we've been down here, we bounced up pretty considerably, even just about a week or so ago. We bounced up really considerably. So really important to see kind of how energy stocks and these technology stocks. Healthcare is a nice bit side story here, and our trade idea in the full market outlook videos in that sector. So that's where our trade idea comes from. But this is by far probably more important. Its relationship with commodities and yields as well, and then technologies relationship with yields and the dollar and how they do. So this is an important relationship, and I break that down, like I said, in more detail in tonight's video. All right, so that finishes up for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you want access to our full version of the Market Outlook video with the trade idea, click this link up here at the top. That takes you to our foundation page. You can subscribe there for just $29 a month. You can cancel at any time. You get access to the full Market Outlook video, including the trade ideas that we do every day. You also get access to our Market Outlook Live. It's a live stream we do every day at 3:30 Eastern Time. We put on the trades in real time and then manage the trades in real time. And then you also get access to our Market Outlook Live trade tracker, where we track the results of all the trades that we do in the market. Again, just $29 a month. Again, cancel anytime. $299 a year, you get 2 months for free. So if that's something you're interested in, and like I said, no commitment, you can cancel at any time there. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel for free. Click the like button, comment down there below, share the video with anybody else. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you get these videos when they're posted on YouTube. Subscribe to our blog posts, get those blogs for free as well. Have a great rest of your Wednesday night, everybody, and we'll see you all tomorrow.